A woman might lose her job based on a viral video of her berating a toddler on an airplane. Last time I was on a flight, the woman behind me threw up. She didn't get kicked off the plane though, but it was probably because we were already up in the air. Oh hey, welcome back to What's Trending. I'm Candace Carrizales. Subscribe for more trending and social media news every day. Susan Peirez was filmed by mother Marissa Rundell on a Delta Airlines flight when Peirez started complaining about being seated near her toddler. Peirez even threatened to get the flight attendant fired when the flight attendant didn't want to change her seat.
Thank you, Tabitha. You may not have a job tomorrow.
Flight attendant, she's just trying to keep the peace. But I love how Peirez starts apologizing once she's threatened to be kicked off the flight. They're like, I don't want her on this flight anymore. And she goes, I'm sorry, I've just had a really bad day.
Apologize, please. No, I apologize.
Rundell wrote on Facebook, thank you to the lovely Delta flight attendant for not letting this woman bully us. Karma is a bitch. But what happened next makes this story a little bit different from your typical viral rant. Peirez was placed on leave from her job at the New York State Council on the Arts, and her name and image have been removed from their website. That's a job that apparently comes with a salary of $95,000 a year. And Marissa Rundell feels bad about that. She told ABC News that she had no idea that the Facebook post was public and it was just meant for her friends and family. Facebook privacy settings have been difficult for the longest time in all of the land, since the Ice Age. Have you seen that movie? I love the Ice Age movies.
Humans are disgusting.
Rundell said, I kind of feel bad for this lady. I don't know her story. She doesn't know mine. It might have been a misunderstanding. True. Maybe this woman was having a bad day. But then again, aren't we all having a bad day when we're in the airport? Susan Peirez is just the newest member on the list of viral shaming. Somebody whose life has changed probably for the worst because they were exposed on the internet. The most famous of these individuals is maybe Justine Sacco, a PR rep who tweeted, going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS, just kidding, I'm white. Yikes, that is dumb. The backlash against Sacco was so swift and ruthless that the hashtag "Has Justine landed yet?" trended. Even DJ Trump got in on the fun. Of course, since then, he's called those countries shitholes and didn't receive a punishment. Nothing happened. Sacco and others were profiled in John Ronson's book, So, You've Been Publicly Shamed. In the book, he writes, we know that people are complicated and have a mixture of flaws and talents and sins, so why do we pretend that we don't? It's definitely an interesting perspective to have, because I know that probably everyone would not want to be judged on their most stressful or a stressful moment in their lives. We all do stuff that we're not proud of behind the cameras. Like the other day, did I scream at somebody in public? Yes. Would I have wanted it filmed? No, I wouldn't have. But in my defense, I was driving around for 30 minutes. I found a parking spot, I found a lady leaving, and I said, hey, are you leaving? And she said, yeah, I am. And she was really nice, and I was nice, and she had a red zone behind her. And then this guy pulled up in the red zone behind her car, and I rolled down my window and I said, hey, I was gonna park here. And this nasty man goes, and so I screamed at him, something along the lines of, I've been trying to find parking for 30 minutes, and then maybe a couple profanities, and then I just peeled off. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I thought about later putting trash on his car. I was like, I might put a water bottle or trash on his car, but then when I drove past the car later, there were people on the porch near the car, so I was like, I can't trash his car today. But also, I would never yell at an innocent person or a kid for crying. That guy did me wrong and did me dirty, dude. Anyway, I'm glad that moment is over and it doesn't define my entire existence. I'm really glad he didn't pull out his phone, post it to Twitter, and it went viral. But also, I feel like you guys would have my back and be like, you told him. So let's look at some comments of what people are saying. Not about me, about Peirez. The Right Idea said, why did her personal behavior off the job cost her her job? They have nothing to do with the other. If you travel for business and have to put up with inconsiderate parents and crying babies, it is understandable. Barb Steller said, the woman deserved it. She acted like her job life was more important and threatened to get other people fired. She deserves a wake-up call. A video of her own horrible behavior going viral may help her seek help. What do you guys think? Do you think Susan Peirez deserved to lose her job, or do you think it's an overreaction? Let me know in the comments below. For more stories like this, you can head to whatstrending.com. I've been Candace Carrizales. Thanks so much for watching. You can check me out on Twitter at CandaceSucks and on my YouTube channel, Hunan Penguin.